Hello aspirants, I welcome you all on the YouTube channel of ANALYST IAS. Our today's topic is the famous burning issue of the Adani. So आज हम इसमें देखेंगे एक एस्पिरेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देयर आर सम टर्म्स विच आर कॉन्स्टेंटली इन न्यूज लाइक व्हाट आर शॉर्ट सेलिंग कंपनीज, व्हाट आर शेल कंपनीज, व्हाट इज क्रॉनिक कैपिटलिज्म, what is the difference between various type of investments like what is bond, what is share, what is gold. So these are different kinds of things which are covered in a single video. We will see why in news, what is Hindenburg's allegations against the Adani. Then we will see about these terms. Then we will come to our conclusion, and today we also have 3 prelims practice questions at the end of this video session. Why in news? In a little week over a week since New York based investor research firm Hindenburg Research has accused the industrialist Gautam Adani led conglomerate of brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud schemes over the course of decades. What is Hindenburg? So Hindenburg is an institute specializing in forensic financial research. In other words, it looks for corruption or fraud in the business world, such as accounting irregularities and bad actors in the management. Hindenburg, which is a US based investment research firm, specializes in active short selling. This is the specialization. Now, Hindenburg Research was founded in 2017 by Nate Anderson, who was a chartered finalist analyst and a chartered alternative investment analyst as well. What are the allegations? So Hindenburg Research has alleged that the Adani Group was engaged in stock manipulation and accounting fraud. The Adani Group has interest in varied sectors such as ports, logistics, power generation, agriculture businesses, real estate, defense, solar energy, financial services, and many more. Now, the research firm alleges that the Adani Group has engaged in 17.5 trillion rupees or US dollar 218 billion brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud schemes over the course of decades. The Hindenburg report says that the Adani family controlled offshore shell entities in tax havens spanning the Caribbean and Mauritius to the United Arab Emirates, which it claims were used to facilitate corruption, money laundering, and taxpayer theft, while siphoning off money from groups listed companies. Now, what is short selling? Basically, there is a short seller. ये borrow करते हैं शेयर ब्रोकर से, इनके पास ये खुद नहीं खरीदते. They borrow it, then they sell the share in the share market on the current prices. For example, 100 rupees में अगर ये इसको बेच देते हैं, then when the prices will fall, for example 80 rupees हो गए, they will buy back. तो इनका profit हो जाता है, and that is how they make profit. So these are the short sellers. Now, what is short selling? The Security and Exchange Boards of India defines short selling as the sale of a security or share that the seller does not own. And short selling, an investor sells borrowed shares in the market in the hope of buying them back at a cheaper price. In other words, short selling is exactly opposite of the usual stock market investments, where an investor has bought a stock hoping that the price will rise in future. This is the usual stock market investment. In short selling, an investor holds a short position for after anticipating a decrease in the value of the stock. This is where I explained you this. Now, what is a shell company? So a shell company is like an empty shell. There is nothing inside. बस वो बाहर से ही कंपनी दिखाई जाती है. For example, how to create a shell company? Some companies or boardrooms, they will basically choose a tax haven like Switzerland. Then they will create a corporation. They will hire a nominee to run the affairs. They'll open the bank account, and from this bank account, they can make their black money to white by smuggling it into it and rest other, and they spend the money in the name of the company, in the name of the shell company. So this is what it is. What is crony capitalism now? So crony capitalism, also known as cronism, business prosper not as a consequence of free enterprise but rather as a result of money made through a collaboration between a business class and the political class. It is a capitalist economic system in which people or organizations with close relationships to political figures take advantage of those connections to acquire an unfair competitive advantage. For example, here in this image, this is the government and here is the businessman. So billions of dollars come in subsidies for our industry. So this is what crony capitalism, यही पैसा जो है वो पुअर पीपल पे भी जा सकता था, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. सो बेसिकली बिजनेसमैन का फायदा गवर्नमेंट के होने से और गवर्नमेंट का फायदा बिजनेसमैन से. तो दिस इज व्हाट क्रॉनिक कैपिटलिज्म इज. नाउ there are some investor protection measures by SEBI. First is Investor Education and Protection Fund, Investor Protection Fund, Investor Awareness Program, Simplification of Share Transfer and Allotment Procedure, etc. There are many more. Now, here are types of investments. Like there are stocks. These include a share of ownership of a listed company. You can earn through stock prices increase or dividends. So these are the risk. इसमें risk high होता है, reward भी इसमें high होता है. Then what is bond? These are investment options where your money is invested with a government or institution and you receive a fixed interest at regular intervals of time. Risk is low, reward is low. What are mutual funds? A well diversified portfolio of equity, bonds and money market securities. You can invest in individual funds or hybrid fund. So risks are medium and reward is also medium. Then United Linked Insurance Plan, which is ULIP. ULIP offers you a venue to invest in multiple equities and debt funds at the same time and manage the portfolio manually or in auto mode. So risk as per your portfolio and reward will be high. Now gold, you can invest in gold through mutual funds or exchange rate funds. So risk in gold investment is medium and reward is also low. What is the conclusion? So the ultimate major loser in this row is the investor in the Adani group who suffer losses after the short seller Hindenburg's research report. Thus currently there is a need to safeguard the investors. There is a risk involved in banks lending huge sums of money against shares, since when a company is unable to fulfill its debt obligations, its share prices often drops. LIC also invested its money in the Adani Group businesses. The investment fell sharply due to the report and there is a fear among the investors regarding the loss of money. This is also known as bear market, or the stocks goes down. Now, it can also increase the problem of the NPAs. Now we will come to our today's prelims practice questions. Which of these is a function of the stock exchange? Pause the video, try to answer it. So basically, the answer to this video is all of the above. Role for economic barometer, valuation of securities and encouraging investment in savings as well. Now, second question, which of these is the regulatory body for the capital markets in India? Pause the video, you can try to answer. So basically, answer to this question was very easy. It was Security and Exchange Boards of India. So it is a regulatory body for capital markets in India. Now, which of the following terms is not related to stock exchange? Pause the video, try to answer. I leave its answer to you. Type it in the comment section. We will meet with a new topic in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Have a great day.